What if I told you One UI 8.5 isn't trying to impress you at all? No flashy tricks, no loud features, just subtle changes that quietly change everything. Most people will scroll past this update without noticing until they actually use it. So today, let's uncover why One UI 8.5 might be Samsung's smartest move yet. Welcome back to Tech Insights, and today we're taking a deep, no hype look at One UI 8.5. This update isn't designed to win headlines, it's designed to fix the small things that slowly ruin the smartphone experience. After extended daily use, it becomes clear that Samsung is shifting focus from adding features to refining behavior. And that shift changes how the phone feels in your hand. One of the first things you'll notice in One UI 8.5 is animation balance. Everything feels more measured, swipes don't rush, transitions don't snap aggressively, and the interface feels more grounded. This creates an illusion of smoothness even when the hardware remains the same, instead of chasing speed alone. Samsung seems to be prioritizing visual stability, and that makes interactions feel more premium. The notification shade and quick settings panel have received subtle tuning. Repeated swipes feel more consistent, and the system reacts better once it has settled after prolonged use. Switching between light and dark modes looks cleaner, with fewer visual inconsistencies. The UI now feels like one continuous layer rather than multiple elements fighting for attention. Widgets are another area where One UI 8.5 quietly improves. Expanding widgets feels smoother, collapsing them feels more natural, and background elements adapt more intelligently. The system now does a better job of predicting motion, which reduces abrupt visual jumps. It's not something you'll notice immediately, but after a few days, it becomes hard to ignore how refined everything feels. Multitasking behavior is also more reliable. Apps stay active longer in the background, reload less frequently, and switching between them feels more stable. This doesn't turn your phone into a performance beast, but it does reduce friction. One UI 8.5 feels calmer under pressure, especially when multiple apps are open at the same time. Customization remains a core strength, and this version feels more balanced than before. You can tweak layouts, folders, and panels without immediately sacrificing smoothness. In previous versions, heavy customization often introduced lag, but here, Samsung seems to have optimized the system to handle user tweaks more gracefully. Camera transitions are another example of quiet refinement. Launching the camera feels more fluid. Switching modes feels less abrupt, and returning to the home screen feels smoother. These changes won't show up in changelogs, but they improve real-world usability, especially when you're trying to capture moments quickly. That said, One UI 8.5 is not perfect. Occasional stutters still exist, especially when pushing the system hard or rapidly switching between demanding apps. Samsung hasn't completely solved animation consistency yet, but what matters is progress. And One UI 8.5 clearly moves forward rather than sideways. What makes this update interesting is how it ages. The longer you use it, the more you appreciate the reduced friction, fewer interruptions, fewer visual hiccups, and a more predictable interface overall. It's the kind of update that doesn't wow you on day one but feels wrong to leave once you've adjusted. One UI 8.5 feels like preparation. Samsung is clearly laying a foundation, refining the core experience before making bigger changes in the future. If this direction continues, the next major update could finally combine smoothness, customization, and stability without compromise. So no, One UI 8.5 isn't revolutionary, but it is confident, focused, and quietly important. And sometimes, the best updates are the ones you stop noticing because everything just works.